Back at it again today. New day, new project. Well, still same old project. Gonna change the valve cover gasket on this thing. Brake rotors and some windshield wipers, but got the valve cover gasket, windshield wipers, brake rotors, some purple power, clean the engine after I'm done, wash it all up, and hopefully this thing's gonna be done. All right, got everything set up. Now just have to get to work, get at it. All right, got my tools. I think we should be good. I'm gonna set up this camera, a little time lapse. I'm gonna take everything apart, take the air box out so it's not in my way, take the cover off, and then see what else I need to take off. All right, let's begin. Here was my dilemma. I have a number 10, doesn't go through. The hole is not wide enough for this stub. So, plus it's pretty long. The only thing I had was this guy. But it's short, so when you put it on there, it just pops out like that. See if you guys can see it. See? So you can't do anything. Well, I don't have time to buy any tools or anything, so I need to get this done. So you put it on there, take a screwdriver, I'll show you guys on this one so you guys can see. But put it on there. You can't put an extension on there. You put a screwdriver right in there like that, and then you just unscrew it. Seems to work. So valve cover almost off. There it is, valve cover is off. There was one corner bolt that was stuck, and these guys, but it's out. Here's the old gasket. And so I'm gonna clean up this stuff right here, get it nice and pretty, get all the sludge out of there, and put a new gasket on there. And put it back together. Hopefully it don't leak no more. Well, that's it for today. Tired, but Got the valve cover installed, got the engine washed, drilled out these little bolts that hold the rotors in because I stripped them out and just put it on. They didn't even care, just kind of put it on. And I had them resurface. I had the rotors resurface. When I brake, it still kind of vibrated, so I thought maybe it was those little bolts. So I bought the bolts, put them on just right now to try it, and it wasn't the bolts. So I have the rotors there. I'm gonna swap them out probably tomorrow. Well, that's it. I think it drives nice. Cleaned the cylinders, everything. Put new cover or new valve cover gasket. So I think it should be good. Just needs a good old wash. But other than that, stay tuned for any updates. Sorry they're not exciting. It's just this car is just one step at a time. It's just not very fun. So one step at a time. Just I got a new windshield washer, the wipers installed. That's a progress. So slowly but surely. What's up, you guys? Got the BMW cleaned up a little bit. It's no longer dirty. Nice and clean. Wiped out the inside a little bit. It looks a little bit more presentable. It doesn't look like a mess anymore. Maybe buff it. There's a couple little scratches on there. Just maybe from people cleaning the snow off of it or something. But that's it. Got it cleaned up. It didn't look like this for a long time. But now it looks nice. Nice and mean. So yesterday, there, a little different angle. So yesterday I swapped out the valve cover on this thing, and well, it didn't go as planned. The valve cover was fine, everything was fine, but when I was putting the bolts back on, it did snap two bolts and all the way in the back. So I have to drill them out now, which is gonna be very fun. And then I found one that was already broken when I was taking it off, so that was no fun. Other than that, the valve cover thing went good. I put it all together thinking maybe it won't leak, but it still leaks. I cleaned it all off, washed the engine, and I can still see it leaking. And then one thing is, the other thing I'm going to try to do right now is look at the speedometer. Let's see how it doesn't start at 0, and then when it's idling, let me see. See how it goes past 0? It's not right, so I'm gonna try to fix that. I talked to some friends, and they're saying taking the speedometer apart and just moving the little arrows to where they're supposed to be should do the trick. So I'm gonna try to do that and see what happens. But yeah, this thing is one thing after another, has just one problem after another. This I didn't even notice. Maybe it was like that from the beginning, but I actually drove it today. I'm like, the RPM doesn't seem right, but I'm like, yeah, whatever. But then the speedo, I'll set my cruise control to something, and I was going 65, and I set it to 70, and it set it to 80. I'm like, what the heck's not right? And then I pulled a little app off my phone, and just to see how fast I was going, and it looks like it's 10 miles off, and that explains a lot when the speedo doesn't start where it's supposed to. And even idle's kind of weird. It idles really low, so I thought, I mean, it sounds fine and everything, but it was idling really low, and I'm like, well, why is that idling like that? I was gonna check, but then it's nothing. It's just showing like that. It's actually idling pretty good. So, well, I'm gonna try to fix this or take the speedo apart. So here's my OG original cluster. See how it's not right? I don't know, but that's how it's supposed to be. I don't know what happened with this, but I took one apart, but it wasn't this one. But maybe I did take this one apart for some reason. I don't remember which one I took apart at this point, but maybe I put it like that. But I don't remember. I remember specifically that I didn't do that one. I did this one. I put everything back, but that's fine. What's it called? I'm gonna try to take it apart, move it around, and see what happens. That's it. Took it apart. So just these 4 screws, and it clips in. Clean the glass on it, make it nice and pretty. But that's that. There it is. So I'm just gonna move them, make sure they're all zeroed out, and see if that works. That's it. Looks really nice. That one I might have screwed up. I thought it was something after the cloning of the computer or all that good stuff, but I think I might have screwed that one up. But you live, you learn. Learn on your mistakes, and it'll get you somewhere. Look at that. Just how it's supposed to be. Well, that should do it. One thing after another, and I thought it was the car, and actually this time I screwed up. So the nice thing is about having all those computers for this car is the MSD80 I'm just gonna leave alone as a complete kit, just in case I need something down the road. I'm not too worried about that. But the MSD81, the one with the fried computer, I think it's just a corrupt file or something in there when we try to mess with it. but I have copies of my dash, my CAS, and my DME. So all my computers, I have copies on my computer, on my laptop, and I can reflash any ECU to like my information, so I can duplicate all my stuff. So let's say we're tuning the car or something, or I don't know, whatever. I get another car, I get the same one, and I already know all the because it's not a convertible, it's all-wheel drive, it's automatic, this and that. So I can just upload mine, buy any DME and everything, and just clone my computer on there with my options, and that's it. It's pretty nice to have to do. It's just so time consuming and really expensive to learn, which I didn't learn because I really wanted to. It's just because I had to get this car done, and I didn't want to. I could have got it done probably the way for like $500, pay somebody, ship it out, and all that good stuff. Now I have the knowledge and I have the equipment, and I can just clone it, redo it, whatever I need to do. So that's really cool. Again, thanks for watching. You guys like the video, subscribe, and see you on the next one.